We welcome you in for another action-packed day of basketball. This one is Exodus NYC Epiphany Prince Squad going up against the Minnesota Fury. Joel Hilsman, Chris Hansen will join you right here. It is the Fury in black and the Exodus in gray, and we are underway with the Exodus missing on their first field goal attempt. The Fury working it around outside on the top. Jamie Rudin is on the floor as well. I'll set the lineups for you in just a moment. Brianna Miller also out there, as well as Erica Schossler.
The key for Exodus in this one is going to be dealing with 52. I mean, Jamie Rudin heading to Arizona State. She's going to be the toughest matchup for them because she can score inside and she can shoot the three well beyond the high school line. So Exodus is going to have to figure her out pretty early in this game.
Jayla Jones-Pack gets on the board and they come out with the pressure. Defense. A minute gone by, 2-0. Exodus with the lead, and they are in gray. There's Rudin. Rudin dribbles to the foul line, now kicks to the corner. Putting it on the floor was Cohen, and they kick it back out to the top. They'll wait and set it up with Schossler. Schossler now gives it over to Cohen. Cohen back up to the top. They're weaving their offense with Nicole Fouch at the top. There's a baseline jumper from Cohen. It is short. Jones-Pack with the rebound, and here comes Garantes. Ariela Garantes has put on a show here on SUV TV the last couple of days. 21 in one game, 23 yesterday in the championship. Dublin swings it to Garantes. Garantes over to Hillary. Garantes driving on the left. She dropped the ball. Now got to get hit with traveling. .24 to go. Still pressure defense coming up from Exodus. And here's Rudin. Rudin gets it up ahead. Now they're swinging and break their press. Going to go all the way down the right side. A high layup is no good by Schossler. They'll kick it back out. There's a jumper by Rudin. Rudin good. Here you talked about the range. Putting it on display. Class of 2016, John Marshall High School, Rochester, Minnesota.
Automatic from 15, and she can step back from there too. She's fun to watch.
Garantes tried to go down the left baseline. She was pushed out of bounds, and it will stay with Exodus. Substitution now, as Reed will come in and Hillary will go out. So Kayla Hillary goes out, and Malika Reed checks in. Reed looks and gives it inbounds. There's Johnson, Nia Johnson, the three out of the corner, no good. Dublin reaches in for the rebound, up and in good. So offensive rebound and put back by Anna. Picked up her dribble, now gives it up ahead. Rudin now with it still in the backcourt. She's going to have to bring it into the full court. Stop, pass was tipped, but Koning gets it. Koning inside the free throw line. Jumper was distracted by Jayla Jones-Pack. The Fury now trying to get it set. Exodus pressure defense is giving them problems at the moment. On the drive, now here's Rudin hanging out high. Good defense from Dublin. Over on the wing, Koning going to go on the baseline. She had to kick it back out. There's a long three. Schossler, it is up off the back iron, no good. Garantes tipped it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Fury. Nick Storm, the program director for this Minnesota Fury team. Thomas Davis, head coaching for this Exodus Epiphany Prince squad.
This Exodus team is not the same team you saw the first 7 days of July. They're playing with more intensity. They're rebounding better. It's night and day the last 3 days compared to the first week of July.
Dublin hit with the foul as Rudin went up and under. They really shined yesterday in the championship bracket and have turned it on. And got off to a slow start and actually got beat in the showcase on Thursday, but came back, did well in bracket play, and then, of course, finished it off with the championship yesterday. Free throw good by Rudin. Jamie Rudin now in the books with 3 points. Substitutions now as Sarah Jacobson will come in, as well as Abby Kane for the Fury. Brianna Miller will check out. Rudin goes through a free throw routine. Free throw good. So she went up there and stuck both of them, and it's a tie ball game, 4-4. We're coming up on 3 minutes gone by. Ball is on the floor, going to be almost a turnover. Johnson comes into the front, and she did step out of bounds on that end line. Good pressure defense from the Fury, forced that turnover in the backcourt.
They're just so disciplined. They don't make mistakes with angles. They don't reach. They don't do a lot of dumb things. They just do what they do.
Conan inbounds to Rudin. Rudin puts it on the floor, coming off of that screen is Shossler. Shossler swings it over to the left, puts it on the floor down the baseline. Good defensive coverage by Reed. They're going to feed it down into the post on a foul. They were trying to go to Abby Kane, who was down on the post. Foul going to be on Jayla Jones-Pack.
She's got to get in front, at least a three-quarter front. They can't get goalpost seals in the post.
Inbound play, bouncing it low. Shot was distracted and bothered. Is underneath, and Reed going to come away with it. Tried to outlet it. It was taken away by Miller. So Miller gives it over, a long three, back iron by Jacobson, no good. Rudin with the rebound, tried to use the window, no. And now a rebound by Jones-Pack. And here comes Reed into the forecourt, right-hand dribble now between the legs with the left. Bounces it over to Garantes. Garantes, belt high, stops. She can't pull that. There's Dublin, Ayanna Dublin, a long three, air ball off to the left. James Jones-Pack tried to save it, but saved it to the Fury. Fury coming back this way. There's Jacobson. Lost her footing. Rudin, jumper off the window. Good. The banking hours on a Sunday for Jamie Rudin.
They just can't let her get touches. They're going to have to find. Usually you see a lot of face guarding with perimeter players. They're going to have to do something to deny her the basketball because she's way too comfortable right now.
Tried to feed the post. Tapped out of bounds by Abby Kane. Kane, 2016, Smiley High School. Inner Grover Heights, Minnesota. Substitutions now going deeper into the bench. Madison McKeever will check in, class of 2016 5'8", out of Winnie Mac High School in Erskine, Minnesota.
Yeah, Kane's already committed to Northern Colorado. That's a good get for them. They've become real competitive the last few years, and to get a 6'1" kid with her skill set, she's going to do well there.
Kaisha Lucky checked in as well as Megan Oberg. They give it over to Garantes. Garantes holding. Trying to feed it to Smith, who checked in. Now they do give it to Smith, being matched up by Rudin. That'll be a good matchup for Smith, who usually comes off the bench and gives Exodus good minutes. Down the lane, Reed now dumped it over Garantes. Stop, short corner jumper, baseline. No, rebound is off to the left and rebounded by Kane. Kane feeds it up ahead. Here's Jacobson. Jacobson now being picked up by Lucky. Fury will run their offense with 11:20 to go, leading 6-4, all 6 of them courtesy of Jamie Rudin. And a stoppage of play. It'll be side out of bounds. Cohen didn't like the stoppage of play. Class of 2016. And she's out of Savage, Minnesota. She'll be inbounding it. Side out of bounds to Rudin. Rudin puts it on the floor. Stop. Pulls off the glass. This time left it short. Rebound by Lucky. Lucky pushing it in transition for the Exodus squad. All the way. Takes the contact on Cohen. No, they tip it out. Rebound is going to go off of the Fury and stay with Exodus.
Rudin's a kid. Rudin is basically having a breakout summer. She was already really good. We have her in the top 60 nationally, but the summer she's put together between playing in the spring. I saw her play in Chicago and Iowa earlier this summer. She's making an argument that she maybe needs to be moved up a bit. Garantes
hesitates, now goes with a crossover, lost it, still maintains it. Garantes now looking to try to get that shot going, and a timeout call by Coach Thomas Davis and the Exodus squad. Did not like how the offense was sputtering there on that possession. They trail 6-4 with 10:46 to go. Joe Hilsman, Chris Hansen, glad that you're with us. Swanee Sports Academy, Cobb in Marietta, Georgia. And again, the coaches have filed in around as I just glance around, see Nikki Caldwell and LSU in the building. I see Denver in the building, New Mexico State in the building, Arkansas, Delaware, just as I glance around. Mississippi State, Illinois, Michigan. In other words, if they're in a big conference, they're probably in this building.
Tia Jackson at Miami. You got Coach Y from USC over there. Jackie Moore from Arizona State watching her girl rooting. Yeah, it's a packed house. Coach Snyder, new head coach at Kansas in the building.
Checking the phones and the notebooks and the tablets, and I mean the writing pads, not the tablets. Writing notes. Out of the timeout, they bounce it to Garantes. Garantes over to Lucky. Lucky holding on the left wing. Popping out to the top is Oberg. Oberg going to drive down the lane with the left hand, put it up, no good. And the shot was bothered, and coming away with it are the Fury. Here comes Jacobson into the forecourt. Jacobson now swings it over in that right corner. Holding it is McIver. She dumps it down low to Rudin. Rudin is double teamed. Now spins wide open. Lost her footing. Gives it down low to Kane. Kane kicks it back around. There's Jacobson. Cut off by Oberg. Oberg, good defensive footwork and versatility, especially for her size. Jacobson swings it over to McKeever. McKeever on that right wing, holding and looking. We approach the 10-minute mark, 6-4 in the Fury lead. Top side, Rudin. Rudin wanted to put it on the floor, not there. Exodus defense closing out very well so far. Swinging it to the top. Here's Kane. Kane worked on by Lucky. Nothing going to the basket at the moment. Everything beyond the perimeter as they conduct their offense. Rudin popped at the top, not there. Pulling it back out now. Here is McIver. McIver at the top, swinging it around that wing now. Sin. Emma Sin is into the contest on a turnover. Garantes comes away with it, and then a foul by Madison McKeever.
Exodus is being really active defensively. They're running a lot of block-to-block screens, and they're getting over and crowding and bumping just enough that they can't make the direct pass. Against bad teams, they're getting direct pass layups. That's why the Fury wins a lot of games by a lot of points.
Garante, Reed, Lucky, Smith, and Oberg, the five on the floor for the Exodus. Popping at the top is Lucky. Lucky being worked on by Jacobson, now to Oberg, now to Reed. Reed feeds it down to Garantes. Garantes in that corner. She wants a clear out. They're going to give it to her, so she takes it, goes out the window good. Garantes with her first hoop.
Smart move. Uses her size, uses her length, takes her time down there. That was good basketball.
6-6 ball game, 9 minutes left here in this first half. 2 16-minute halves, just in case you're unfamiliar with the format. But if you've been around with us on the Peach State basketball circuit, you know how it goes. Rudin gives it over now and holds it to McIver. Madison McKeever going to go and kick it back out to the top, and they'll set it up. And now a timeout is called by the Fury. Upset. The coaching staff upset, unable to get anything going to the basket right now. 30-second timeout. In the last two possessions, they have sputtered.
I mean, both teams are just making everything difficult. Nobody's getting open looks.
8:41 to go. We're tied at 6. Jamie Rudin, the only Fury player in the book. She's got all 6 of them. Garantes has 2. Jayla Jones-Pack broke the seal on this. She has 2, and then Ayanna Dublin has 2. Those are our players that have scored so far in this contest. And it is 6-6 as we come out of a 30-second timeout. And Fury very much into it, into the huddle.
Fury's putting Nicole Fausch back in. She's got 15 offers right now. She's going to narrow it down a little bit in August and get her visit set. Look for them with her on the floor to maybe get some high-low action.
McIver, Sin, Fausch, Brianna Miller, and Taylor Conan on the floor. Ball fed, the post is not there. Hillary is on the back. It's going to be a jump ball. Not what you want coming out of the timeout, unable to execute, but they will maintain possession in a tie game, 6-all.
Exodus is doing a great job on Conan, not giving her any clean looks. They're going to have to run her off some stagger screens or something to get her something going that's easy.
Fury will have to inbound it. And Fausch inbounds it. There's Conan off the catch. The 3, good. Caught it in rhythm and knocked down a 3 ball.
10 toes to the rim. I got what I asked for, I guess.
Garante's now working it up the floor. One thing with her, she's very versatile. Can play off the ball or can bring up the ball and run the offense. Reed bounces it, a dangerous pass. Kayla Hillary was able to recover it. Hillary now breaking out the dribbling expedition to Lucky. Lucky to Hillary, now swings it to Oberg. Oberg puts it on the floor, now swings it over to the left. Nothing going to the basket at the moment now for Exodus as they operate their offense. Now here's Garantes. Garantes with the hesitation. Very long and lanky and knows how to create space. Hillary now gonna try to get her downhill to the hoop, lost it. Conan with the steal. Picked up and recovered by Sin. Sin gives it over to Koning, and Koning will come into the forecourt. With the left-hand dribble now to right. Lucky bothered her, had to tap it back to Miller. Miller now swings it over to McIver. McIver now gonna try to go baseline, float it up, good. Madison McIver.
She's gritty. She makes plays every game out for them. Sometimes it's scoring, loose balls, being a secondary ball handler for them.
And let me correct that. It's McKeever, not McIver. McKeever with that float. My apologies to the McKeever family. There's Garantes going, spinning down the lane. Out of control, left hand up, no, got fouled. She'll shoot two. Way to get to the free throw line and get driving. And the thing about her, once she drives, she opens up that shot. Once she opens up that shot, she opens up that drive. It's very versatile with what she's able to do. Garantes free throw. Off, no good.
Garantes is smart too. As soon as she gets somebody without length guarding her, she immediately attacks. Conan did a good job using her length and sitting on all her counter moves.
Garantes split the free throws. You saw the replay there of Madison McKeever. Went that floating baseline, class of 2016, Erskine, Minnesota. And they come back and get a jumper from Nicole Fouch.
Now they got both post players in now. This is that high-low action I was talking about earlier. They've got skill and the ability to pin and finish underneath. So I would look for them to get real active in the post.
Reed swings it to the top, back over in this corner. Hillary gives it to Garantes. Garantes trying to back down Conan, not there. Now Hillary holds on the left wing. Garantes pop, trying to get some movement now. Hillary has to put it on the floor. She wants Lucky to come on and get it. Lucky on the right wing, kick it to the top. Good defensive effort from both teams. Nothing going to the basket continuously or consistently, I should say. 13-7, Fury with the lead. The Fury are in the black, Exodus are in the gray. Now Garante is going to back down on Conan. Stop, step back, fading away, bang.
That's a big-time shot.
Big-time shot, big-time move. She was decisive and knew what she wanted to do, Hanson. And once she had the position, she went ahead and pulled it out the bag.
That one leg fall away finish like Dirk Nowitzki.
You know it. Fouch underneath. Fouch no good. Got the rebound, her own rebound. She kicks it back out to the top. They'll hold it with Schlossler. Schlossler to Rudin. Rudin easy. Just shooting fish in a barrel. She has 8, Jamie Rudin.
In this two-post lineup, they're having to pay so much attention to Fouch down low, keeping her off the glass. You're leaving their best player open from her favorite spot, 15 feet.
Lucky gonna go on the attack, swings it to Hillary. Hillary in a southpaw, long three out of the right corner, no good. Rebound hit the floor, but Reed got it. Stepping through with the left hand layup, counted, and the foul. Alicia Reed, offensive rebound, put back and one. Needed that right there, 15-9, as you see Reed step through, went down the lane, took those 2 long steps, went up with the left hand, and got the roll. She's living right. She'll try to complete the three-point play.
They need Dublin and Nia Johnson to stay aggressive. They just took Hillary out, heading to Albany next year. She's giving them tempo and keeping the Fury defense on their heels a little bit by the dribble drive. These two need to be just as active. Oh, they're leaving Hillary in. Okay.
Melisha Reed connects. Dublin is back in, Johnson is in, and Jones-Pack is back in. Jayla Jones-Pack. Swing it to the left now. They're going to try to get active. Rudin kicks it on the baseline. Now they back out to Koning. Koning, a long three off the wing. All 3 of them good. Her second 3 of the game. Taylor Koning, 6'1" out of Savage, Minnesota.
You wonder if it's just natural fatigue a little bit. They did such a good job paying attention to the kids they needed to not give space to early in this game. And now all of a sudden, Rudin and Konan are both getting the shots they want.
Operating their offense, Hillary swings it back to Garantes. 18-12, we're under 4:50 to go in this contest. Joe Hilsman, Chris Hansen, glad that you're with us. Hashtag PSB Power48 shootout. Dublin down to Jones-Pack. She has to pull it back out. Now Johnson, a long right wing 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Koning. Koning goes around that foul screen and they get it down low. There's Rudin. Rudin stepped through. Shot was bothered by Pack. Pack got a second block on her again. Pack not afraid. Pack with the length. Here they come on the break. Hillary, stop. Pop with the left hand. Good. Turning defense into offense. Hillary finishes with that jumper after Jayla Jones-Pack had back-to-back blocks of Rudin down in the post.
Yeah, Katie Abrahamson-Henderson's going to enjoy having Hillary on that team. She's just going to
Shot the
make things
passing
happen.
lane. There's Johnson with the steal. Nia Johnson all the way short. Left the layup short, though. Tried to use that contact, get a foul, did not. Coming back is Schlossler. Schlossler bounces it in that corner. Stop. Oh, that should have been a jumper. Rudin foul line. There's one. Cash.
That's a layup. It might be from 15 feet, but for Jamie Rudin, that's a layup.
Rochester, Minnesota, 6'2", class of 2016, John Marshall High. She has 10 of her team's 20. Now they try to feed it in to Jones Pack. It wasn't there. Hillary a little frustrated with that one, so substitutions. Now Hillary will go out. Reed will come back in, and Lucky will come in. Johnson and Hillary both take a seat. There's that little jumper right there. You see that barrel and the fish? That's where she's shooting it in. Fish in the barrel and that little cash money jumper. And Chris, you talked about it even before she started pulling out the gun, and now she just popping them left and right. There's a step from the free throw line. Good, I like that. Step right into the jumper. Erica Schlossler out of Eastview, class of 2016, Apple Valley, Minnesota.
She's headed to Nevada Fairfield next year. I mean, she's just a smart, efficient player. She's going to be really good at that level.
Reed, cross-court pass to Dublin. Dublin puts it on the floor. Hesitates, got her cookies taken. Ripped away by Conan. Conan's going to try to go all the way. Garante says with her. The high layup is no good. Rebound going to come down to Lucky for Exodus. Garante's going to get it up. No, going to go behind the back. She had Jones Pack. Jones Pack wanted it. Garante still in control over in the left corner. Lucky, a three. Good.
Needed that.
Very much so. I don't think this Exodus squad is going to go away very easy, believe me. They've been down a number of times in the tournament and have really turned it on of late. So here's Lucky now into the full court, swings it to Garantes. Garantes holding out high on the left wing. Garantes puts on the dribbling expectation and shows the handles and pulls it. That may be good, yeah. Just walked right into it, just lowered it to sleep and then popped it and knocked it in.
Without Conan's length on her, you can see how much more comfortable she was.
There's Conan with the ball. Gets the screen. Now she step backs and shoot the three, and we'll have an offensive foul with the screen. Nike on Nike action with the Fury and Exodus NYC. Reed looks like she will inbound it. And will to Johnson. Johnson works, now floats it over in that corner. Down low, dumps it. There's Jones Pack. Jones Pack up and in good. Good power move by Jones Pack. Caught it, one hard dribble, and went right to the basket with it. And she has 4 points. Lead now down to 1. Fury's lead is gone to 1. It was just that 8 just a moment ago. Swinging on this left side. Rudin holding it, worked on by Lucky. Now they swing it around. There's Jacobson, who's back into the contest, being worked on by Reed. Trying to back down on Reed, and Reed going to get hit with a push. I think that was more of a balance thing, but it'll be okay. Foul called on Milicia Reed.
This could be good for Exodus because you've got Abby Kane trying to guard Jones Pack. There's a considerable size advantage in the post. If they can go back to it a couple times while they have Fausch on the bench, it's going to be good for Exodus.
Jacobson between the rings, now swings it over to the left to McKeever. McKeever tried to operate, Garante cut her off. Now they peel it back out, put it on the floor and swing it over. Jacobson now holding it with it. We come up on 70 seconds. 22-21, the Fury with the lead, but it's been sliced to 1 as Exodus is on a little bit of a run. In the corner, turnover. The pressure turned up now, and there's a turnover. Seeing the guard play kind of step up here momentarily for Exodus NYC. Coach Davis calls out the play, and they bring it into the full court. Here's Johnson between the rings. We're under a minute, 51 seconds. Pump fake, now swing it over to Lucky. Lucky to Reed. Reed with the hard right-hand dribble. Called for a screen, couldn't get it. Now she'll just go and attack with the left hand, and we'll have a jump ball, and she got a wedgie. Our first wedgie. I've not seen many wedgies at all this week, and the ref has to show off his skills and go get it with that left hand, and it will be Fury basketball. 34 and 8, 10 seconds. 22-21. Nope, check it. It'll be Exodus ball. And Lucky will inbound it. Lucky now to Johnson. Johnson kicks it back to Garantes with 30 seconds. 22-21. Exodus trying to look to take that lead.
They want.
There it is. Jones Pack caught it. maintained her balance and put it in the basket. Scoring, she has 6. Ooh, McKeever close to her over and back
Playing with it.
Rudin on a back cut to McKeever, not there. 8 seconds left in the half. McKeever now peels it back out with the left hand. Now gives it over
better
the right.
not lose Rudin there. She got turned her back.
And scored. Jamie Rudin on that cut. 12 points in the first half. The Fury trail briefly 23-22, but then Rudin on an easy back cut as you see it on our ProspectNation.com instant replay. Put it off the window and got the roll. It is 24-23 at the half. The Fury leading Exodus NYC. Joe Hilsman, Chris Hansen back here with you. The Fury and Exodus, that's Minnesota Fury. The Fury are in black, Exodus are in the gray, and there's a long three out of the corner. Dang, we just talked it up during off-air break. Madison McKeever with the three, 27-23, the Fury with the lead.
Fury has too much length to buzz trap them like they're doing out of that 2-3 with little guards. They're going to skip to the corner and find a shooter every possession.
Johnson works it to Dublin. Dublin now being worked on by Sin. Now baseline, Hillary floats it up left hand, no, but Dublin on the other side, offensive rebound and putback. Dublin, hustle points for her so far. Both of her field goals have been offensive rebound and putbacks.
Dublin's open right now, her recruitment's open. She was leaning a certain way and has since kind of opened it back up this July. She's productive, she gets a lot done.
Putting it on the floor now is Miller. Miller gives it over to Fouch. Fouch going down low, left hand easy off the glass on the reverse. Good job, Nicole Fouch. Her second field goal of the game. Rochester, Minnesota, John Marshall High, class of 2016. Hillary gives it over to Johnson. Johnson being worked on by Miller. Hard right-hand dribble, trying to feed it into Jones-Pack. Now they get it to her. It was high, but a push in the back, foul on Fouch. Nope, 3 second. 3 second call on Jayla Jones-Pack, which emphasizes she really wanted the ball down there.
But look how much harder it is to get her the ball when Fouch or Rudin are guarding her as opposed to when they have Kane in the game.
Keen observations from the man, Chris Hansen. That's why he is who he is. Kick it to the top. Conan, pop, a three, top side. In and out, no. Rebound, back tap, and Jones-Pack gets it. Hillary now pushes it up ahead to Johnson on the break. Exodus layup, good. Way to get the break started. Passing the basketball and running the floor. It's easy like that. Nia Johnson cuts it to 2. It's 29-27.
Yeah, if we had replay there, you see Conan got caught watching the ball for just half a second, and that's all Exodus needed.
There's Conan going to pull a 3 short. Maybe resorting to the 3 ball now. Hillary in transition, gets it up ahead to Johnson. Johnson in that corner. Johnson going to have to kick it back out to Hillary. Hillary looking around now, swings it to the left of Johnson. Johnson now to Dublin. Dublin now feed the post. Garante's got her on her back. Garante's wanted to go hook up and under. Front iron, no good. Rebound comes down to McKeever. McKeever up ahead now, and here is Schlossler. Schlossler gives it back to the top and then hold it with McKeever and back out to the top and work it around on that left side. Conan drove. Garante's cut her off and deflected the ball out of bounds. 13:36 substitutions now as Reed and Lucky will come in, and Dublin and Jones-Pack will go out. They go small here, but Garante's versatile, will guard fouls defensively for Exodus.
See if she stays active and stays in front. No
feeding Miller on a float. Good dime drop there by Jacobson. Brianna Miller in the book with the little float. Lakeville South, class of 2016. Prior Lake, Minnesota. Going baseline is Reed. Reed got fouled as she went to the left. Let's see, will they give a 2-shot? Foul on Brianna Miller. Excuse me. Yes, Madison McKeever, excuse me. And Reed will be going to the free throw line. Coaching staff giving out instructions. Reed takes her time. Free throw, no good. Did not settle in the rim for Militia Reed. Reed will get one more. 31-27, free throw is good. Oh, Reed with 4 points. She split both of her, she's 2 of 3 from the line. She finished it and one earlier. Kick it to the top. Ooh, had the 3 there. There's the 3. Miller, a long one off the left side, no good. Reed tipped the rebound out of bounds. It will go over to the Fury, and Conan can't believe it. Good hustle there from Reed, and Hillary will take it out. Hillary, Reed, Johnson, Garantes, and Lucky, the 5 on the floor for Exodus. Fouch now having to pick up Reed. Reed gonna go blow right by her and got fouled as she went to the hole. She had the matchup, had her going downhill and took it. Now here comes Rudin racing to the scorer's table to check in for the Fury.
That's why you go small, right? You want to get a guard on a big, and they got the matchup.
Free throw by Reed is good. Militia Reed now beginning to add to the book a little bit. Fouch goes out. Rudin comes in. Jacobson goes in. And McKeever goes out. So it is Erica Schlossler, Conan, Rudin, Jacobson, and Miller on the floor for the Fury. Second free throw, good from Reed. 6 points in the contest for Reed. Garantes picks up Conan. Conan put it on the floor. Now gonna feed it to Rudin. Rudin, stop off the window. Man, it's just easy. Just easy, so in control, knows exactly what she wanted to do, and Garantes had solid defense on her, but she's just too good, and the shot is just pure. The form is just money. Reed gonna attack between the legs now with the left hand, gonna drive, kick it in the corner. Megan Oberg has checked in. Garantes now. Garantes goes behind the back, lost it, knocked away. Conan gets the steal. Miller picked up the ball. They're running the break. Over to the left now. Back, good give and go, but she walked. Good give and go. Schlossler out of Eastview saw her cutting and gave it back to her, but she didn't have her steps right and took too many of them.
That previous possession with Garantes was clearly about, I just got scored on, I need to score myself.
Reed going to the hoop. Yeah, you're right. That's that basketball mentality that, you know what, let me come right back instead of letting it come to you, and now Garantes will take a seat. Jayla Jones-Pack into the contest. Hillary looks the inbound and fires it out to Lucky. Lucky catches it, worked on by Jacobson between the rings, now to Oberg. Oberg stopped, left hand post feeding down to Jayla Jones. Up, shot, no, it's on the floor, foul. And she was triple teamed right there off the catch. Emma Sin will be checking in, as well as Abby Kane. So Kane back in. Kane 6'1" out of Smiley High School in Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota. She is class of 2016.
Headed to Northern Colorado. good player, fills a lot of, is that glue player for them. She can play a lot of different roles. She's got her hands full guarding Pack here, but we'll see if they can get some ball denials here.
Rudin, top side of three, front iron, no. It might be the first thing she's missed today. Hillary gets the rebound, a long one now, comes into the forecourt. Oh, just shook her up, left hand pull up. No, gotta finish it. $1 million move, 10-cent shot. Rudin on the glass, and let's see, we have a foul. As Johnson will check in, substitutions fast and furious now. Reed will go out. It will be Exodus ball underneath with Hillary inbounding. Hillary inbounds right there to Jones-Pack, who lost it, but off of Rudin, out of bounds. 3-point game. Every time Exodus gets close and takes the lead, it is always briefly as the Fury come right back. And Chris, you've mentioned, we talked off air, you've seen this Minnesota Fury team a lot this summer. How well has the summer been for them?
Oh, they've only lost 3 games since April. They won in Iowa. I saw them in Chicago. They won the championship with the Super Platinum there. They beat big name teams this summer. They beat all Iowa Tech. They've beaten Boo. They beat Emerald City Swish out of Seattle. They've got some really good wins and only a couple of losses, and they just do. They have an identity. They do what they do. Coach Ruth Sin, Division III head coach, as we get a nice and one there.
Jamie Rudin again, and one. I mean, we're used to it. You can just talk right through that.
They're well coached. They make in-game adjustments. I mean, she's a college coach. She's been to a Final Four at the Division III levels, a couple Sweet 16s. You know, she knows what to do with this team. She does a great job.
They have been a very fantastic team. My first time putting eyeballs on them, but Rudin right now standing out as she goes to the free throw line. Free throw is in and out. Would have put them up 6. They're up 5. A foul now off of the loose ball. Abby Kane picks up the foul.
You see the level of good basketball they have in the state of Minnesota. There's a couple other good teams in there. It makes me excited to go back there in Minneapolis on my Check Me Out Midwest showcase.
Reed into the forecourt, dribbling and bouncing to the left. I'm a little bit surprised. I might be, just pack me in the luggage. Reed bounces it low. Minnesota, not a state I follow much. I've seen it in bits and pieces, but I am impressed with the overall team chemistry and team concept just from the Fury I'm seeing right now. Garante's holding it back, kicks it to Reed, and now we've got a timeout, and Coach Davis upset. He's actually walking out on the floor, showing his team what he wants to do as soon as he called timeout. 35-30, 10-16 to go. And I look over at my wonderful producer, Lisa. Me and Lisa have fun with some of these coaches. Y'all just don't know it. I can't talk about it all the time. There's Rudin going off the window. Beautiful shot right there. Rudin filling up the book.
And I'm sure Coach Davis is talking about we have to get in front of her. We got to put a body on her. But it's easier said than done with her size and her strength. They can throw it high. She's going to snatch the ball, and she's going to have mismatches.
16 points for Jamie Rudin right now. And Chris talked about her size, listed at 6'2".
Every bit of it. Most people fib on these sheets and give themselves an extra inch or two. You could put her at 6'3", and no one would blink.
Hey, hold on, man. I used to like being listed at 6 feet versus 5'11". Johnson gonna pull a 3 out of the wing, out of the timeout. No, not what Davis wanted out of the timeout. Turns and looked at his bench to see who's gonna replace him. And here come the Fury now, holding it on their left side. Jacobson with a jab stick, still hadn't put it on the floor. Lucky backed off for a little bit. Rudin pop. You got to get her now. Reed does. They just work it over on this right side. Now swing it. Jacobson back in the right corner. And a whistle. Let's see. Foul on Rudin. Offensive foul on Jamie Rudin.
Yeah, they're trying to set really solid flex screens because there's actually some layup openings if they can get release some of that ball pressure and get an angle to make a pass. They can get some layups.
Here's Reed. Reed, ball fake, got it blocked. Blocked out of there. It was knocked away by Abby Kane with all that length. Here's Koning. Koning goes behind the back, but ripped. Hillary ripped her. Got a layup all the way, easy cash. Uh-oh, don't blow it. She didn't. Off of the window, good. Took her cookies. That's 4 points for her. She's out of Floral Park, New York.
Yeah. Hillary going to try to dance with in the half court.
Not just because they're from NYC, but you just can't help. Oh, nice feed. Blew the layup, though, Rudin. Garantes with the layup. You just see the playground flair in their games, all of them. And that's just a tribute to New York basketball. That's what it is. A long 3 off the hill of the rim, no good. Rebound by Lucky. Lucky to Hillary. Hillary now to Johnson. Johnson, a hard dribble now, works in the post. Tried to flip it up and draw the foul, didn't get it. Kane now has been a distraction the last couple of possessions for the Fury down there, causing distractions. Look to feed the post, not there. Now Cohen does feed it to Rudin. Rudin turns underneath, shot off the window. No, she's gone cold now. Lucky with the rebound over to Hillary. Lucky comes up a little gingerly, favoring the right ankle. I think she's going to try to walk it off. She'll be okay. Fouts will check in. Kane will go out, and also coming in will be Madison McKeever. She will come in as Taylor Conan will go out. 3-point game. The game still in the reach, and now a time is called by the Fury, and I think she felt that the game's still in the balance pretty much with 8:38 to go. 35-32. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll queue up another one of those gems of ProspectNation.com instant replay, and that's Miss Hillary, Kayla Hillary, with the steal and score on the other end.
I'm interested to see this chess match. Minnesota Fury went big again with both Fouch and Rudin. I'm curious to see if Pack stays on the bench or if they roll her out.
Out of the timeout, the Fury in black. The Exodus NYC, they are in the gray. Fury bounces it. There's a long three. Good feed out of the post. Three ball good by Madison McKeever with a good find from Jamie Rudin out of the post. McKeever now with 8 points. She has 2 triples in the contest. It's a 6-point game.
With this lineup, Exodus has to double in the post. And if they're going to knock down threes, it's just not going to work out.
Swing it to the left now. Garante's a long, deep left wing three. Good.
Answers.
Her second three of the game. 11 points now for her. Jacobson to Rudin. Rudin over on the left wing. There's Emma Sin. Sin goes around it. Now they feed the post again. Tried to get it in the fouls. Rudin inside and out. Very versatile. Was inside in the paint. Fed it out to the perimeter. Now was on the perimeter and fed it in to the post.
Yeah, making 15-foot jumpers isn't the only thing that kid does. She does a lot for this team.
Garantes off the inbound, 7:35 to go. They swing it to Oberg. Oberg now works it around. There's Reed. Reed in the corner to Garantes. Garantes directing traffic, but now she's got an ISO, backing down. Hard dribble, spin, left hand, beautiful move.
That was a pro drop step. That was a great move.
13 in the contest now for Garantes. Garantes, I've just been impressed with her third or fourth game I've seen this weekend, and each game just seems to be a little bit better in giving the team what they need. Trailing by 1 now, and Chris mentioned that drop step. Here it is right there on our ProspectNation.com instant replay. Patient, patient, I got you. And then use that left hand off that left side, off the glass.
Patience comes with experience. Yeah, she's a reclass. She was a 2015, she's a 2016 now, but she's only 17 years old. But she's just played a lot of good basketball, so to see that kind of patience is expected with a kid with that much experience.
Why do you want me to have pockets?
So now they give it out to the top. Holding it around is Schlossler. Schlossler now swing it over to the left. Looking to feed that post. Conan's got the size advantage. Can't get it down in there. There's a long three. Living right. Erica Schlossler living right. Got the roll. She has 5 in the game out of Eastview in Apple Valley, Minnesota. Each time Exodus gets close, the Fury right there push it back out. It's at 4 now with 6.5 to go. 41-37. Joel Hillsman, Chris Hansen. Glad to be here with you. Swanee Sports Academy, Cobb in Marietta, Georgia. Now here's Hillary. Hillary looking to operate the offense. They kind of slowed this possession down a little bit, and then they give it to Garantes. Here's the matchup you're talking about with that length on her. Will she be able to score? And they got a switch. And a step back. And a three. It's off the front iron. Good rebound. Ripped down there by McKeever. McKeever gives it over to Koning. Koning now will bring it into the forecourt. Goes in this corner, swings it to Schlossler. Schlossler picked up by Hillary, now swings it back to the top. They work it all the way around the horn. Driving off the window, good.
Float game.
Madison McKeever, nice. Adding up now, she has 10 in the contest. They push the lead back out to 6. It was just down to 1. Exodus keeps getting right there to the top of the mountain, but can't get to the top. On the back door, Hillary, layup, good. Great patience and execution. Reed on that dime drop. Up Up ahead quickly now. Miller back out. They give it to Schlossler. Schlossler now holds it. They work it all the way around. Koenig lost it. Can't dribble. Now gives it to Fouch out high. Fouch turns and goes back to Koenig. Koenig gets the screen. Now she's switched on by Oberg. Get it down low to Fouch. Fouch now busts it out to the corner. A long three. McKeever no good. Rebound off. And Reed is going to get it. Go down that sideline. Now up ahead to Dublin. Dublin puts it on the floor. Picked it up. Looks back over to Reed. And Reed bobbled it. Almost lost it. Stayed inbound on that far side. And kick it back to Hillary. They'll be patient. Down by 4 with 4:55 to go. Garantes going to work. Here comes the double. Shot up, counted, and the foul. Arella Garantes. The double came. She knew it was coming. Span away from the double. Went off the glass and got the foul.
Pro drop step.
Nice. Nice. We've seen, what, that 2 or 3 pro moves from her. The drop step. Then we saw the step back over here in the first half. The fade on the baseline. A la Dirk Nowitzki.
When I say pro move, it's more about the patience than the actual move. She's strong. She knows if she does it technically how she wants to do it with strength, it's going to work.
Outstanding point. Because a pro is patient. If you know what you're going to do, you never have to rush. Take it. A long three off the left wing. No good. It's a 1-point game again. Now Kane gets the rebound. She fouled down low. They called a foul on Garantes. Still right there with 4:29 to go. Minnesota Fury leading 43-42 over the Exodus NYC. Joe Hilsman, Chris Hansen with you. Showcase PSB Power 48 Shootout Sunday. Conan puts it on the floor, now peels it back out. Kane fell down, had to get back up. And now she tried to repost. Johnson now fronts her. Conan gonna drive with it on Pack. Shot is up, no. Pack gets the rebound. It was tipped by Johnson, now given over to Johnson. Exodus with a chance and an opportunity to take the lead. They haven't seen that since late in the first half. Hold it to the top. There's Garantes. Garantes between the rings. Now swings it to Reed. Reed going to feed it to Pack. Pack, hard dribble. They came from behind and stole it. Out of bounds. Will it stay Exodus ball? No. It will go over to the Fury. Yep, it will be Fury basketball. Tried to feed Jones Pack, but she had to put it on the floor, and the double was coming, and that caused the turnover.
Rudin alert. Rudin is checked back in the game. We got under 4 to go. He feels like that's that major league closer you put in to try to seal this deal. You're right there. You can put this game away with a couple of good possessions. They got her rested up with some couple minutes on the bench. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was just about to help you accentuate the point. She rested from the 7-minute mark down to the 4-minute mark. Now they feed her into the post with lucky size advantage. Kick it back out. Conan a long three. That's offline. Rebound skying in. Kane went flying in for the rebound. I think that was Kane who went flying in for it. It was Kane. Substitution now as Madison McKeever will come in, and for the last 3:23, I get the pleasure, first time ever, Brandon Clay and Chris Hansen. I'm just the man in the middle.
I love it. What's up, everybody, man? This has been good, man.
This has been a very good game. My first time seeing the Fury, and the execution has been well. There's a long three, front iron, no. Kane, offensive rebound, put back and score. Her first hoop, Abby Kane, 6'1", smiling, Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota.
Tell you, that's the blue kid right there. He had some troubles with Pack earlier in the game guarding one-on-one, but she's making up for it now.
On her ability, watched for the past couple seasons at Breakdown Classic in December, one of the best single-state events in the entire country, in my opinion. And, you know, the things that she does, like you said, Chris, just they don't always show up in the stat sheet, are not always valued. You know, we like to talk about points scored first, before rebounds, before deflections, before steals. She brings a little bit of all of those categories to the table.
She's played 3, 4, and 5 for Fury today against a team that's athletic and long, and she's been a quiet stud.
Garantes making her move. It's back to a 3-point game. Garantes trying to work. They come with that double now. Hillary's going to hit a long three, maybe left pine, no good. Rudin on the rebound. Good box out by Rudin. A big possession there for Exodus, coming up empty. Swinging it down in this corner. Under 2.5 to go. Rudin at the top. Swings it to the right. Holding good defensive closeout by Hillary. Hillary looking to rip her. Knock the ball away. Still in tight on her. They give it to Miller. Miller now worked on by Johnson, and a foul by Johnson.
Good call there. She was able to get a step on her getting downhill. And probably a good foul, honestly, from Johnson there, not to let her get to the lane this late in the game for an easy basket. You know, if nothing else, foul, put it back on the baseline and make a mark.
Johnson goes out. Reed checks in. Miller inbounds to Rudin. Oh, you cannot let her do that. Rudin to the hoop, easy layup. Wow.
She hasn't showed that to him since the first half. They fell asleep a little bit and she got him.
It's a Sunday afternoon, but that was a Sunday stroll right down the lane. Wide open. There's Reed. Reed holds and swings to the right to Lucky. Lucky puts it on the floor. Stop. Gonna feed the Pack. Pack foul as it came on the backside. Miller may get hit with the foul. No, they're gonna go with Kane.
That's the second time now, as you see the instant replay here. Rudin, whoop, a little shake, I got you. Take that thing right to the cup, and then you see her with the right finish there. Adjusted for the defense, not traditional off that left foot. Great finish there from Rudin. What I was saying is Jones Pack now has caught a couple of passes tough on the interior where she's got people draped on her.
Tina Smith into the game. She had it blocked. There's Rudin. Rudin kicks it back out. The Fury up by 5 with 100 seconds to go, ready to close this out. McKeever's shot no good. Rudin on the offensive rebound and kicked it back to Miller, and they will set it up again with Erica Sasha.
They have a mismatch at the high post right now.
Yep, they do. And here goes McKeever back to Rudin. Rudin now holding it up the top, 85 seconds. 5-point game, big possession here. Lucky on Miller. They go in the post. There's Rudin. They double team. Kane, foul line jumper. Off to the right, off the rim, out of bounds. And a great rebound by the Kansas staff underneath the basket. Oh, do I see Vivian Stringer down there? Yes, I do.
The one and only.
Yes,
the one
I
and
do.
only. It's going to be a good day for coaches here. It's going to be a good day for coaches in Augusta. If you're a kid at a PeachStateBasketball.com event, it's a good day for coaches almost every time we open the doors these days.
Any gym is home.
Can't argue with that. I've been here the last 3 days.
One thing I do want to say when I'm watching the Fury, and we talked about this on the broadcast with Epiphanny Prince, is the job that obviously Thomas does with that program. Nick Storm and his group have done a great job of building one of the best club teams, not only regionally but in the country, in terms of the depth. You saw their blue team earlier before this one, and they have so many kids that can play at various levels, and they just do a great job of explaining to those kids how to go through the recruiting process. You look at a kid like Rudin going to Arizona State, so not just limited to their own region, but Thomas as well as Nick do a great job of opening doors for kids to go to schools nationally and be able to get scholarships and educations as a result.
5-point game as you look in at, as you were speaking on Thomas Davis, in there in the huddle. Ball game not over. It's been a game where Exodus has gotten to within 1, and then the Fury push it back out to 5. Exodus got the lead briefly at the end of the first half, but the Fury finished the half with the lead. So here's Lucky. Lucky's over to Smith. Smith to Garantes. Garantes coming up with 65 seconds. There's Lucky. Lucky holding, gets a screen. Now she puts it on the floor to Hillary, back to Garantes. Garantes has stepped out. She wants to score now. Left-hand dribble. They are running doubles at her. Here comes Reed. Reed back over to Smith. 54 seconds. Hillary now going to put the pressure on and go down the lane and float it up, in and out, no good. Rebound came right back to her. It's on the floor, and Hillary comes away with it again with 44 seconds. Now swings it over to Lucky. Lucky to Reed. Reed pump fake going down the lane. She goes fouled. It'll be the first foul in the final 2 minutes. One, and the next one will put them at the line. Or is she going to get it now? She's going to get the 1-and-1 now. Okay.
If Exodus is patient, I know it's hard to be patient with less than a minute in the game. Coach Sin for the Fury likes to switch all guard-to-guard swings. They can get Garantes on a small on the box, and then they just got to be able to make that pass.
Smith will go out. Johnson will come in. Big free throws coming here for Ms. Reed. 1-and-1. Remember, free throw. Good. She has 7 in the contest. 5 of them have came from the charity stripe. Reed. Free throw. No, in and out. Rebound comes down to the Fury and Kane was fouled by Lucky. So that'll be their first foul in the last 2 minutes. So they have none to give. Substitution, Conan comes out, Kane goes in. Excuse me, Kane comes out, Conan goes in.
Let me say this about Conan. I absolutely love her size and skill package in terms of a wing at the next level. She has the length, she's got size. In a lot of ways, her frame reminds me of what Macy Morris became right there at the end. Morris is going to Kentucky, actually a freshman on campus now, played for Kentucky Premier. But Taylor might even have an inch or two on Macy already, even though Morris has continued to grow late, which says a lot about her future and what she can be from a matchup standpoint.
Schlossler missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Rudin got the rebound, though. Exodus could not get a key rebound, and now you're going to send Rudin to the free throw line.
Conan's done a heck of a job actually guarding Garantes. That's the type of kid she's going to have to defend in the ACC. And she, like you said, she uses her length smartly as well as anybody.
Well, great point. And I think, to tag that's one of the things that, we talked about Morris needing to do last summer, showing that she can not only make a shot, but be able to defend multiple positions and different types of wings, whether it's a quick wing, whether it's a powerful wing like Garantes, or whether it's a shooter like herself.
Rudin hits both free throws, push the lead out to 6. She'll take a seat. Jacobson checks back in, 33 and 8/10 seconds. Exodus now will inbound it. Hillary trying to save some of the clock. Lost the handle on it just briefly. Now crosses into the forecourt. Gonna have to go quickly. Down by 3 possessions. Foul. She's going to the free throw line. Madison McKeever with the foul. So Hillary going to the strike.
Hey, that right to left crossover was mean right there.
Yes, it was. She has been nifty with it as well. Here you go.
Great recover, though. I mean, all that being said, great recover and almost a clean play on the ball. If somebody shook me like that, I would still be laying on the ground. It would be really bad. Y'all have to call Yessie to come help me out, man.
Free throw, no good. Leaving points at the free throw line or Exodus right now. Rudin, the day is not complete. She comes in. A little offense for defense going on possibly. Miller coming out. Hillary, one more free throw. A left-hander goes through a free throw routine, bend the knees and puts it up. Good.
Well, when you're in the spot that Exodus is in, you can't leave points on the board. You just can't. You can't miss any free throws like you've already dug your hole.
Let's see. We're going to have a conference about what happened. Coach Thomas Davis is going to say a few words to try to insist it in the decision. Substitution now. Brianna Miller and Erica Schloss. All with 24 and 3. An opportunity for Exodus to get some more points. Hillary looks. She looks and gets it into Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, being picked up by Miller. 20 seconds to go, down by 5. Johnson stop. There's a jumper inside the three-point arc. I don't think that's what they wanted. Rebound comes down to McKeever, and a foul will come this way and 2 free throws.
If it goes in, it's the shot you wanted. But
well, it's always tough, late trying to manufacture points. You have a called set from the sideline. That handoff doesn't work. She wasn't able to get downhill on the handoff, which is what they wanted initially there. And you don't really have time to go second side with it. By the time you go second side and get another handoff, now you're underneath 10. So, kind of a forced shot by the time and the score in this situation there.
Free throw, no good. Garantes into the forecourt with 5 seconds. She spins, puts the shot up, no, got fouled. So she'll get 2 free throws here at the line with 49 to 44 game. So even if she makes both of these, still gonna take some form of a miracle in 3 and 3/10 seconds.
Hey, get a 5 count. Don't let them inbound the ball.
Got to make your free throws first, man.
They've left enough at the line, though. In and out free throws, no good. Garantes will get 1 more. Puts it up and good. Garantes overall, though, has had a solid afternoon. Inbound, ball tap. Hillary steals it. Hillary's going to put up a 3. No good, and that'll be the final. 49 to 45, Minnesota Fury defeat the Exodus NYC Epiphany Prince squad. James Minnesota Fury.